Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCVs, and Drew Nation. Let's get right into it. You staying unbothered confused them and made them even more angry than if you got upset and said anything. Sometimes silence works best. When you give people the silent treatment, it's like reversing the negativity that they're throwing out your way when they try to get a reaction from you. You are a big person to them. You're a very important person to them. And when you don't give them any attention, they get bothered because they feel that you're so great. And you're great, of course, but to them, it's greatness on another level because of how they view themselves. They view themselves as a person that's better than you. So when you ignore them, it's like in their mind, who do you think you are? And you show them who you are with silence, staying to yourself, not saying anything to them, because it shows real strength when somebody can try to get on your nerves and you don't let them get on your nerve. It shows them that you're not the one to be messed with, and it shows them that you have the power to control yourself, more power than they have over you, because that's all it is. It is a game of power and control. They're like powerholics, all right? They're standing outside waiting for you to deposit some energy in their cup so they could go grab a drink. All right? They're powerholics, y'all. All right, y'all don't need to get into it. We all know what certain people look like when they're out there doing their thing. And I'm not even hating on those people because those are some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. Those are some of the realest people that you'll ever meet. They'll keep it real with you in a second. So I'm not down in anybody that's going through anything at all. Let's get one thing clear. But those powerholics, they're even worse than alcoholics. Powerholics are even worse than the people standing outside of the store because they're not even bothering nobody. They ask you for your change, and sometimes they get a little upset and angry, but they're going through things. So it's like you understand. They say whatever they say, and they go on about their day. You have some cases, where they get a little out of hand, depending on where you at. If in a little certain area, but those we still love those people, all right, and they still got love for us. But the one thing about powerholics is they're out. They don't have no love for nobody. Where's the love when it comes to them? When it comes to powerholics, they have absolutely zero love for anybody. All right, they're standing outside waiting for you to give them what they need so they can go off on about their day. And when you don't give it to them, they try to manipulate, they try to control, they try to aggravate, they try to get on your nerves. All right, they go all out. But the thing is, when you stay unbothered, it confuses them because either whether they were bothering you before or whether they've bothered other people like this before, they don't know what to do. They're used to getting their way by throwing temper tantrums. They're used to getting their way by getting people into arguments and getting people upset and getting people irate and to engage with them. That's how they get their way. So when you stay unbothered, it gets them more angry than if you were to say something. If you were to chew this person out, I mean, if you were to chew them up and down, say everything you could possibly say to them, clown them, shun them, say something bad about them, talk about them, really put them down. All right, because people who stay quiet and choose not to respond, choose not to speak, we can say some things that will break a person down. We got words like daggers, all right, and we will slice somebody up. All right, when we get pushed to the point of no return, you better be ready for what we are prepared to say because we will slice you up and down, just cuts all over you. you're gonna wish you never pushed us past the point of having to say what we said, because it's gonna make you feel like you wish you was all right. So you bet, quiet people, you better leave them alone so they don't end up telling you about themselves. All right. Introverts, they spend a lot of time inside working on themselves, thinking, becoming a better person, because most of the time, I'm not, we might even be worse than some other folks. The thing is, we are aware of the type of person that we are, and we're aware that we need to change. We're aware that we need to become better people. We're aware that we need to work on ourselves. So it's like, you know what? We are aware of what we don't want to be, and we're aware of what we're trying to be. And it's like, I don't want to be that. That's unnecessary. I got God. He's blessing me. I got a lot of positive, good things in my life. I'm choosing to not give up. I got a lot of things going for me. I don't gotta go that route. I don't gotta, stoop to their level. All right, there's really no need to, right? All I have to do is ignore this person and then just go about my day and go about my way. And when you do that, it confuses them. They're used to people getting into arguments, because what they're doing is they're baiting people. All right, when they say their little ignorant speech, when they say their little ignorant saying, when they say their little ignorant words or whatever, they're trying to bait you in. It's like hook, line, and sinker. They're throwing out the fishing rod, and they're trying to hook you in with trying to come at you some type of way. Or let me talk about this, or let me talk about that, or let me say this. They're trying to figure out a way to that they could get you into an argument with them, because that makes them feel powerful. Even if you're able to say something that'll crush them, it's like, yo, I still got you out of character. I still got you out of that peaceful, calm spirit that you were in. Now you're in the spirit of pettiness. Now you're in the spirit of being an argumentative person when you were just calm, chill, relaxed, and minding your business. I did that to you. I took you out that mode. I had the power to make you argue with me and engage with me and say something to me. I had the power to stop you from doing what you were doing. Now you over here standing with me. I'm nobody and I ain't got nothing going on, and you got everything going on, but I still controlled you with what I said, because look, you're mad and you're over here arguing with me. Now you're no better than me. We two fools arguing with each other. Now you know how you're looking to everybody right now. Not that you care, and that's the thing. They are so self-absorbed, and they care about their image, because it's like their image is everything to them. And of course your image should be everything to you, respect should be everything to you, but they take it to the most extreme level. And it's like they don't want to be looked at a particular kind of way. And when you ignore them, they feel that you're perceiving them as weak, so they have to peacock their way into arguments and things like that and strut their stuff to let people know how tough they are. All right, when they really need to take that tough guy or girl act back to the store, because it's not working and it's not fooling you. It never fooled you, and that's why you avoid them in the first place. But when you avoid them, you show them how weak they are, and they're the type of person who like to feel that they're strong. They're the type of person that if you don't acknowledge them, if you don't give them no energy, they're going to take it in the form of finding your weaknesses and using your weakness against you to make them strong. All right. They're going to use your weaknesses against you to try to make them strong, because they need to feel strong. They need that validation to feel strong, because they're truly a weak person. All right. They're truly a weak person. So that's why they get confused when you don't engage with them. And it makes them even more angry than if you actually said something, because you are distorting how they view themselves. Now their image of how they feel about themselves is kind of like distorted. They're confused. They're like, wait a minute. I thought I was this tough person. I thought I was this person who could say something slick and get everybody to respond and react and say something wicked back and say something ignorant to me. And it's like they don't care whether it's positive or negative. You cuss them out. You curse them out. You joke them out. You rude them out. You cut them up. You slice them up. You say something that makes them think about themselves, even if they go off and be like, well, I never. You still gave them what they wanted. You argued with them. You gave them attention. You gave them your time a day, and it's like Now they know that they exist. They know they exist now. All right. And that's all they wanted, but they don't even really have any real respect for themselves, because people who have respect for themselves, really real respect, they don't carry themselves like that. They know that they exist. They know that they are important. Or they know that they're a meaning. They know that their life is meaningful, and they know that they're doing something with their life that gives them meaning. People who aren't up to anything, people who aren't doing anything, people who are just trying to cause people to argue with them, people who just want to start trouble. All right, that's what they do. All right, you have some people that just start trouble. It's just the way it is. But you staying unbothered is killing them, because they are losing power. All right, when you stay unbothered, you're gaining power, because you're the one getting the attention from them, and they're used to putting out a little bit of attention and getting this huge amount of energy from people, because of the ignorance that they project and the ignorant things that they say. They're used to people going off on them and telling them how they feel, and they're used to getting people out of pocket and out of character, and into a negative state of mind. All right, they're used to taking somebody's peace and turning it into something negative, turning it into anger, turning it into frustration, because they think that what they say has that much power. Now, words do have power. It's just that they're going about it the wrong way. They're going about it an evil way. You know what? I'm going to say something negative to this person because I don't like them, and I want them to argue with me because I'm having a crappy day. And that's really what it is. So when you stay unbothered, they're left with a feeling of emptiness. They're left with a feeling of insecurity. All right, they're left with a feeling of aloneness. They feel alone. Like misery loves company. These people want somebody to shoot the stuff with them in the form of an argument. They want somebody to go back and forth with them, so they can for a little bit have their little 15 minutes of fame. They can exist in somebody else's life, and they can feel powerful about themselves for today. This helps them feel that they achieved something. They got something over somebody. All right, this helps them feel good about themselves because this is who they are. They start fights with people to bring some type of energy into their life, to make sure that they know that they're still this big bad person in their own head. They have that idea about themselves. They have that facade, that fake mask, and they're sticking to it. All right, and that's what all that grandiosity is about. They choose other people who they know that, you know what, I think I could get this person. I think I could get this person to react. If I say something to this one, they got a lot of energy. I can see it. This person is going to give me what I need. They're going to curse me out. They're going to argue with me. They're going to go back and forth with me. All just by me saying something, all just by me being rude, all just by me being a negative person. So it's like when you don't give in to them, and you're able to stay calm, you're able to keep your peace, you're able to stay in your own head, and you don't let them take you out of your mind, they start to lose theirs. And that's what it's all about. You have to stay inside your mind. Don't let people take you out your mind, You got your own thoughts, you got your own mind. When somebody says something ignorant or does something, it's your own thoughts that take you out of yourself to go argue with them and to go back and forth with them. If you don't let it bother you by, you know what, to heck with this person. And that's what the Bible says when it's talking about agree with your adversaries when you're in the way with them. Just agree with it. Okay, fool, this person's crazy. This person is, whatever they are. I'm just going to go about my day in a positive way. And I'm not going to think about that like the way they want me to. That's just so and so. All right. So that you can apply that as well. Like, oh, that's just this person. And that's what we can learn from other people, because when other people are when you ever complained about someone to someone else, whether you knew it or not or they knew it or not, they were looking at that person in a way to where they were unbothered. And that's a real, genuine, authentic person right there, whether they know it or not. That's a sign of being genuine or authentic. Even though they might be a little fake or an enabler, they still got some genuineness and some authenticity with them, even though they still might be a little fake. But you show authenticity when you're able to say, you know what, that's just so and so. And it helps you from looking at them in a way to where you're going to be stressed out over something dumb, over something stupid, over something that doesn't mean anything. All right. So the more unbothered you stay, the more confused they get, the more angry they get. And it's better than even responding to them. Even though it's good to respond and not react, sometimes it's good to just not say anything, because not every situation, as you grow in wisdom and experience, you're going to realize that not every situation deserves a response. All right, sometimes it's better just not respond to people and act like they don't exist, because it hurts to be ignored, and that's gonna hurt them more than you saying something mean or ignorant. Because even if it's mean and ignorant, even if you have something nasty to say, that's what they want. But they just want to know that they exist. They just want you to acknowledge them. They just want your acknowledgement. It's better for them to be acknowledged, even if it's you say something foul and stay. They want that recognition. They want to know that they're seen. All right, because they know that they're like a child. Children are supposed to be seen and not heard. They just want to be seen. They're attention thirsty, and they'll get it any kind of way they can. All right, they need your attention because they see you have a lot of energy, and you're the one that they're going to try to start with out of everybody, because they can sense that you could give them the most feeling. They know that you got the most feeling. They know that they could see that empathy in you. And when they've attacked people like this in the past, they've known that, okay, the person that feels a certain type of way about things, if I say something to them, maybe they'll feel some type of way about me, and I could get all this energy from them, because I see that this person has empathy. I see that this person, because they have cognitive emotional intelligence. It allows them to see your weak points. It allows them to see where they can access your insecurities and all these things, what makes you tick, what bothers you. And once they see what bothers you or what gets on your nerves, they're going to keep doing it, because they know that's a way to where they can access your mind. All right, they're trying to access your mind. It's like they're trying to hit you where you're soft at. They're trying to hit you where you're weak at. So it's like if you see somebody that's hurt or injured, and that's the only hurt or injured part on their body, and you're fighting them, are you going to go for the healthy parts? No, you're going to be smart enough to go for the parts that are weaker, because that's going to take less energy for you to try to get them. All right, they want to try to bring you down. It's going to take less energy for them to try to bring you down, when they know where they can access, where they could get you, where they could trip you up at, where they could cause you to be angry or mad, or how they could get you to go back and forth with them. And that's all it's about. So you have to master the art of staying unbothered. You have to not allow these people to bother you. How you master the art of being unbothered is just being in control of how you feel about the things that people do. And you can control yourself when it comes to the things that people do. You do not have to choose to be upset. It's a choice. Believe it or not, it's a choice to continue on and focus on yourself and focus on your day and how you felt previously to your interaction with this person. Or it's a choice to, you know what, you said that's it, this is the last straw, you know what, I'm going to take time out my day and stop. I'm going to stop being positive and happy and loving God and loving good, and focusing on the things that are going to better my life, to stop and entertain this toxic individual right here. When you look at it like that, it doesn't even make sense. But that's how you have to look at it. I'm going to stop living this wonderful, amazing, fantastic life, and I'm going to argue with this person and go back and forth with this person who doesn't look like they got much going on. And this is the only thing that brings some type of clarity or some type of achievement to their day. It's like a Jerry Springer show for them. These are the types of people that you would either see watching Jerry Springer or be on Jerry Springer. And I know we all watch that from time to time. And I'm not saying just because you watch that, this is the type of person that you are. But that stuff is garbage. That stuff is toxic. All those shows like that daytime TV is garbage. It's nothing on there for you to watch. All right, those shows like that, it dirties up your pineal gland. That stuff dirties up your mind's eye. And it'll have you getting into arguments with people. It'll have you looking for the worst in people, looking for the worst in situations, looking for negative, toxic situations. Like whatever you program your mind with, whatever you become fascinated with, that's what you attract into your life. So you could be the best person in the world, most God-loving person in the world. If you're fascinated with that type of stuff, you're going to draw those negative, toxic situations into your life. And that's why it's better to just not say nothing with people like this, because you're training yourself to deal with it better than anything you could possibly say to them. You're training yourself better than anything you could possibly say to them. There's nothing better than just sometimes not responding to people. Sometimes you just not even say nothing to them. And that gets in their mind more because they're wondering why what they're doing didn't work. They want to know why their evil isn't eviling. They want to know why their toxic energy isn't as toxic as they thought because they're messing with a real one. That's why. All right, when they come across you, that's why they try to affect you because they know they can get more energy out of you than anybody else. They see you feeling good. All right, they see you feeling good. They don't go after people that just are just looking like they're just dull and they got nothing to give. Then if the person ain't got nothing to give, they don't have anything to get. So why would they go after? You're wondering why. How come they don't bother this one? How come they don't bother that one? How come they're always seems like they're just bothering me or they're coming after me? It's because you got more energy to give than these other people. It's like they're dull lights. It's like somebody going for a walk in the forest and before they leave their cabin at night, they see the brightest light, a light that's not that bright, a light that's not as bright as the light that's not as bright, and one that's damn near off. You think they're going to pick you? You know what? I'm about to go for this walk at night. I'm going to take the one that's off, almost off. I'm going to take the one that just got a little bit of light in it and it's look dark as this room and almost look as dark as outside. You think they're going to take that one and walk with that one? No, they're going to take the brightest one. That's the one I want. That's the one I'm going after. That's the one that's going to help me see through the forest and watch out for the bears and watch out so I don't get bit by any snakes or trip over any logs or anything like that. That's the one I'm taking with me. And it's the same thing with you, but just in the opposite way. It's like, they want the person with the most amount of energy. They're energy vampires. And they want to suck your blood. They want to try to evaporate all the positivity that's within you. All right. They see that positivity within you. They don't like it. All right. It's not in them. They have a lot of negativity in them. They're wondering why you're as positive as you could possibly be. And when you don't react to them and you withhold your energy from them, that's why they get even angrier than if you say anything. Because they're like, oh, you selfish, huh? You just gonna keep all that to you. Just gonna keep all that energy to yourself. It's like they're trying to get you to share something with them that number one you don't have to, and number two it's like they're trying to get you to share it in a way to where it's like they're stealing it from you. It's like having a neighbor and they're trying to steal your cable and you cut the cord or you shut it off or you call the cable company and now they don't have no cable and they're looking at you outside like I thought we was right here. I thought we was right here. Not when you try to steal my cable. Not when you try to steal my energy. So they're trying to steal your energy in the form of pettiness, arguments, and you just don't let them. And when you don't, you see that rage come out of them, that narcissistic rage. All right. So make sure if it starts to get too serious, make sure you get on up out of there. All right. Because some of them, they just can't take no for an answer. You got all this good energy, you keeping it to yourself. Some of them, they get attitude. And it's like and that's another thing as an empath. When you get into arguments with people, it's really not even worth it anyway because it really takes energy from you. All right, it really does take energy from you when you start clenching your fist and the veins start popping out your head and you start yelling and screaming back. Ah! All right, I'm not sure if you ever seen what's that show called? It was called Chowder or something. Like it was like this little cartoon. Damn, what was that cartoon called? What was that cartoon called? I believe it was, it was the cartoon with the little purple dude, and he was like cooking and stuff like that. And they had the other guy who would always be like, rada, 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 rada. And like, he would get so mad to where he'd be like, rada. So like, you already know what he was in reference to as far as him as a character. I ain't gonna get into it, but anyway, he had a real deep, bassy voice, and you already know what characters they give those to. But anyway, when you get all messed up and angry and frustrated at them and you be like, rada, 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 when you be ready to rada, rada back with them and argue back with them, somebody gonna put that cartoon in the comments. I think it was something Chowder or something like that. I know that's what it was called. It was like with the purple cat, But Like, yo, when you get angry like that, it's no good. All right, it stresses you out, and that's why it causes fatigue. Like when you get angry with them, instead of just going on about your day, now it will take time from you that you could be going to do something that could make your day better, that could make your life better, that could make you smarter, that could make you more money, that could get you further in life, that could bring you more peace, more enjoyment. All right, that could bring you, shout out to you if you know where that's from. It'll bring you more enjoyment. Um, it'll just overall just improve your life and improve your mental state. When you argue with people who aren't mentally healthy, what do you think you're going to become? You're going to become non-mentally healthy yourself. There's nothing you could get across to a sick person or somebody that's choosing to be sick. And that's what they're doing. They're choosing to be mentally sick. They're not choosing to change. They're not choosing to get help. They're not choosing to fix themselves. All right, these people are mentally sick, and they want everybody else to be sick along with them. Right? You got your mask on. You got your Lysol spray. You got your alcoholic wipes, and they're like, "Yo, man, stop using all that stuff. Share the germs with me. Get sick with your man. Get sick with your main man. All right, get sick with me. We could be toxic together, argue back and forth. But like back to where I was saying, you definitely don't want to do that. But it drains your energy. Like when you argue with people, you ever realize that you were tired afterwards? It makes you tired to expand your energy for no reason, right? There's no transfer back except for a drainage. It's like a cord to them, and you're just when you argue with them, all your light is just going over to them, even though it's something negative, and it looks like they're arguing and fighting back. That's what they live for. It's like somebody playing a game, like they're acting when they're really upset and mad because when you're arguing with them, you're the only one that's mad. They're trying to see if you're mad. It's an act that they put on. They're really not upset until you ignore them. They're really not upset when they're arguing with you and trying to bait you. It's an act. They put on that act. They toxicity, toxicity, anger, anger, frustration, argument, evil things to say. And it's like they do those things and they say those things and it's all an act. It's all they're not really stressed. They're not really upset. But the thing is, they want to get you that way. And they do that to try to like all they're doing is trying to play with you and playing you at the same time. It's like somebody literally acting, putting on an act. That's why narcissists are some of the greatest actors. And when you argue with them, when you get upset, that's why it drains you because you're the only one losing energy. They're not losing no energy doing that. They're faking it. They're faking that anger and all that upsetness and all that stuff as an act. And then when you get upset, you're the one that has to lay down. You're the one that can't do what you need to do. You're the one that misses out on the time that they had to go spend or not spend, don't say that word, to go use on the things that they wanted to do. It's like you had your whole day planned out, and here comes this negative Nancy, this negative Nico, this negative Nick. And it's like, yo, you are getting into it with them. Now you drain all your energy because they got you into a senseless argument. Argument ain't about nothing. When you really think about it after you get angry and get upset and you got to heal yourself and lay down and put on some positive binaural beats and stuff like that after you watch a Druuill video and after you relax and all that, you look back and it's like, yo, man, my whole day was spent arguing back and forth with this so and so for no freaking reason. I done wasted half my day. I wasted my time arguing with them, and now I wasted time having to recover from this argument. Empaths, you really just got to stay to yourself and keep your energy to yourself. Don't get caught up in these people and their games. All right, they're giving you the little evil stare and they're putting on their acting. You think they're actually mad when they're not. They can actually care less because once they see they don't get it from you, you think they're gonna stop there. Oh, I didn't get any from him. I'm just gonna go back in my corner and curl up in a ball. No, they're looking for the next victim. So you have to survive these attacks. It's like stepping on a landmine, and that's what you could call them because it'll help you avoid. Call them something that will help you avoid them. Like, okay, I see a landmine over there. You know what? I'm just going to avoid this because I got some things that I want to do today, and I'm going to go enjoy my life. And this landmine can just go explode on their own. All right, they want to explode, and it's not going to be me. I'm not going to get upset and blow up with you. I'm going to blow up another way. a way that's going to help me blow up and grow up at the same time. All right? All about the positivity is negativity in life, but you even take that negativity and you turn it into something positive. That's the true meaning of an alchemist. All right? Yo, it's been real. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash that like button. Smash that share button. All right? I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Druuill Nation, the GCVs, all right, and the Galactic family. We out. Peace, love, and light.